10 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Starladder iLeague Invitational Season 3. We're going to be taking a look at game number 1 here, and this one is indeed going to be a big one. Let me just make sure that we are all hunky-dory, good to go. How you all doing? We're looking at NaVi versus Team Spirit. It's the upper bracket finals. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Aosin. Aosin, my man, how you doing?
10 seconds remaining.
Doing good. I'm finally accustomed to this morning ritual that I have.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's good to be back on it. It's good to be waking up early. You know, I woke up, I got some fresh air in me. Apparently, Dire is especially dark right now. Let's see if I can get that to fix itself. All right, there it is. It's back working. Yeah, and now we're going to take a look at one of the better matchups that we're going to see the entire time. It's going to be NaVi versus Team Spirit, and NaVi has been looking great.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to say if it's one of the better matchups, though. I think we've had a lot of impressive matchups up until now. We even had mega comebacks yesterday, as well as some very back and forth games.
That's a good point. I should say that I expect it to be one of the better matchups. Whether or not it ends up being that or not, we'll have to see. And Team Spirit, kind of starting with an interesting opening to this draft. You've got a Coddle and a Brewmaster being taken. So we saw a ton of this early on in the tournament at TI by Liquid, and even late into the game. It's just like a dual lane that puts pressure on with Coddle. He goes, stacks the jungle, and then you like are able to get the side pulls going whenever he's in lane and just like spams out the wave. Could be pretty strong.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm just pretty interested to see that both of these teams not going to be going for either the Ancient Apparition or the Earthshaker. Every other team has like highly prioritized those heroes, but not NaVi or Team Spirit.
Yeah, I know. This is a little bit interesting, and I'm wondering if that maybe is something that NaVi... I don't think they can go for it anymore now that they have the Disruptor, right?
Earthshaker might still be an option.
I guess I was thinking about the Ancient Apparition, because you're talking about that, and I'm seeing this lineup, you know, a Coddle taken, now a Lycan as well. Being able to take away that healing option feels like it would be something that would be nice, but with a Disruptor, it's hard to run like a Disruptor AA dual support combo, right?
Yeah, it's really not so great. It's still doable, but it's not so great.
Team pick.
Okay, maybe you can still go back to it now then. If you have a Sven, then I think you can go back to it. I think it's just still a little strange with the Disruptor. Yeah. Both of them need the levels, but neither of them very good in other lanes unless they run like some strange dual core offlane Sven with AA.
5 seconds
that
remaining.
Sounds garbage. I don't want to see that at all. Seneca's been playing a really good Disruptor throughout the event. I feel like we've seen a few different Disruptors have big impacts. Yesterday, that Disruptor, he got into an Aghanim Scepter super early on. What game was that? That was the Spartak series against Vega Squadron, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think he got it early on. That was the game where he, where I think Vega were ahead.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then they just like lost 3 or 4 fights in a row, and then Disruptor had an item all of a sudden.
Big old item at that one. And Team Spirit now going to take the Earth Spirit. So this to me feels like it's kind of tough to do. Like, can Lycan solo lane by himself, or do you think that the Coddle's going to be staying in lane? Because normally when I see like an opening of Coddle Brew, it would be like Brew off lane and then Coddle's there to give him mana and then he can spam out the wave. Do you not think that's the way they're going to play it?
I think it's a very more likely than not, which is why maybe that's why we're seeing NaVi with the Bat Rider pickup. Lycan's going to have a very difficult time with this lane. Even with help, I think that Bat Rider is going to make Lycan's life very difficult. Remaining. So they might want to try to dodge the lane, perhaps.
Yeah, and obviously NaVi are going to be aware of that and can maybe make some type of a reactionary movement early. We'll see if the early warding is going to be able to scout it out. Maybe you end up having Team Spirit like run out early and place down a ward on that high ground and by the offlane to see who's actually sitting there and dodge away. But regardless, we'll have to wait and see. It is Alina
10
ban now
seconds
for Team
remaining.
Spirit. They don't want to be facing that. What do you feel like NaVi kind of
5
need to round out their
seconds
draft?
remaining.
It's obviously a playmaker for Dendi. Is there anything that really strikes your fancy?
Yeah, I think a little more damage would be good. I don't think you want to rely
Team
on the
pick.
Sven only when it comes to damage. They already have quite a bit of control, as well as like everything else is like pretty well rounded. You have a Clockwork and a Bat Rider who can initiate, and Clockwork, Bat Rider, Disruptor all having good disables. Same with Sven. So you just need a mid laner
10
who can
seconds
dish out
remaining.
damage and follow up on some of these disables.
5 seconds.
Invoker might not be
remaining.
a bad idea.
Yeah, that Quas Wex Invoker that we saw the other day from Dendi was just fabulous to watch. Not even that it necessarily has to be that. Like with a Bat Rider in the game, it makes Sunstrike a little bit easier to hit. It can allow you to snowball into quicker items, but we'll have to wait and see what it is that NaVi decide to go for.
Dire
It's
team
going
pick.
to be the puck. You like it?
Okay. Well, it gives you. It's also more damage, more control. So very team fight heavy lineup here. But I think the nice thing about the puck is that it's a pretty decent counter against the
10
Lycan. I
seconds
think all of these
remaining.
heroes actually do very well against the Lycan. Puck could potentially
5
go into
seconds
the
remaining.
Aghanim Scepter build, and Lycan's just not going to have a fun time at all.
Yeah. That was one of the turning points that we saw the other day was Puck being able to pick up an Aghanim Scepter and a big comeback. And obviously against the Lycan, you want to be able to run around and get away from these people. If you're stuck inside that coil, or if you end up getting caught by a really long Dream Coil, or rather on the stun, it's going to be a very tough time for him. Last pick, Team Spirit.
What do Team Spirit need? This might even be like a Lycan mid lane. Just to make it so that the Bat Rider's lane isn't so... Or just to make Bat Rider's lane a little more difficult.
I feel like they need something to catch out the puck, right? Like right now you've got Mana Leak and sort of Earth Spirit stuff, but besides that, there's not much.
Nothing really comes to mind. Maybe they could use some range as well. Right now they have quite a bit of melee. Not the greatest when you're up against the Sven. Always a lot of potential for disaster, so maybe we'll see some sniper.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool. I like that idea. They're going to be going for a Troll Warlord, so a little bit of range, a little bit of melee. You were talking about that being a thing. Do you think it was the answer that they needed?
I think if they put the Troll into safe lane, sure. No, Iceberg is on the Troll Warlord, so this is going to be a Troll mid still. So I'm just kind of curious as to how they're going to protect this Lycan. I feel like kind of like leaving the Lycan to the Bat Rider is going to really like hurt his farm.
Yeah, that's potentially a problem. It's two heroes that can't catch back up by heading into the jungle or possibly heading over and picking off a quick Roshan. They'll certainly be able to take it quickly, but I, like you, am a little bit concerned about this general Bat Rider. It's a hero that he knows real well. And his plays on it make you say, wow. I don't know if you got the same, did you get the chat wheel sound coming out at you?
Yeah, I got the chat wheel sound. I was just quickly checking to see if my microphone was working in-game. Okay. And it seems to be fine.
All right, cool. Good. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, game number 1, upper bracket finals. It's Team Spirit facing off against NaVi. And FNG already out there early. Going to place down a ward. Disruptor also going to be able to get one down here. We'll see if the smoke ends up breaking as Roger heads mid. He is going to place the... Nope. That would have been bad if he placed the ward right there.
Both sides not going to be able to get it down, so... Gonna hold on to that ward for now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Nick already knows.
Was he do?
He dewarded the ward.
Oh my god. Yeah, he was on it. Well, that's why you guys do your homework, everybody. People ask why there's coaches or players that do that extra bit of work, checking out where people are warding. That type of a move is exactly why. But already, General up here going to start to aggressively throw tar at this Lycan. He missed 3 times in a row. This is... I don't know what is happening. Oh, General. I was just hyping up this guy and his Batrider play. He misses that 3 times in a row. Meanwhile, up here in the top, it is going to be a lot of damage being dealt out onto Roger. He's in trouble. Trying to run away, but where are you going, buddy? He is going to drop, I think. Bam! Oh my God, 15 HP, Roger. I don't think he's going to get out of there, though.
No, he's
well,
going to make it
He's got actually got boots.
It really depends if Earth Spirit is going to be able to catch him.
Oh, FNG. No, he's hiding. Stay in the trees. They can't see him. Oh, God, run away. They're able to do it. He's looking back the other direction. He doesn't see him. Now he sees him. All right. Looking for that opening. The Dire killed him. No first blood.
Is that? I feel like that is first blood, isn't it?
No.
It does, I mean, it doesn't announce it, but if you get 118 each, isn't that like it means like everyone gets 118, right? That sounds like first blood gold.
I am not positive about that.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're about for sure.
Because it's so like confusing when it writes it like that.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, at least, it's going to be, like we were talking about, the Biver and DK Phobos lane. And up top, that does leave the Lycan pretty much alone with FNG here. And needs to be careful not to get pushed back by the cogs there. He is going to get hit by it, so...
He denied it.
God, the taunts, the everything. Roger having himself a good old time here.
No, you're right. It doesn't count. You're right.
Okay. Did a little bit of research there.
I'm just looking at the graph.
Okay. So, Piver here, he's got level 2, so he's going to be able to start spamming out the wave if he wants to. This is not the easiest thing in the world to deal with, and Crystallize is going to keep on getting punched over and over again here while the lane keeps on getting stacked up and sort of contested. It's a triple stack already. Meanwhile, up here to the south, FNG farming up some cogs, getting himself the gold that he needs.
Roger picked up a gem.
He possibly could have went and got that one. So far in the mid lane, relatively even. 11 and 9 versus 10 and 3. So Dendi getting a good amount of denies there and able to dodge away from the axes to keep that salve and clarity working.
So I guess Team Spirit are okay with this trade. They rather shut down the Sven's farm rather than protect their Lycan's farm.
Yeah.
And it's not even like Lycan doing that badly. But this lane does suck to go up against. Like, dealing with a Batrider as a melee hero is always like such a terrible feeling.
Yeah, and they have access to this pull as well, so he is going to be missing some amount of experience, I would imagine. As it looks like Lycan is going to have to go over here and last it under tower a little bit, and also get stunned. Oh, that feels bad. But yeah, this is the nice part about it. And now General and Roger, they have this huge creep wave coming back behind their tower. Maybe even going to be able to get a couple of denies in here with this. This is looking quite good for them there.
So far, pretty quiet lane. This early game is very much just FNG versus Roger. They're just following each other.
Yeah. Well, and now, you know, both teams kind of having access to this. It becomes a game of pulls, really. And oh, man, that's the second time that guy has stunned him. And actually, ILTW, that's going to end up almost costing him some damage and possibly his life. He's in a ton of trouble right now. Firefly going over the top, and a Centaur stun is going to end up being the death of him, it looks like. First blood drawn by General.
Nice little attempt there. There is a big stack, so he did try to deny himself to it, but only makes it easier for General to farm up the stack.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate stuff. This is why Batrider is so dangerous when you're playing as a melee core. You don't have much help against him.
Well, and I think also just getting stunned by that Centaur, like if that doesn't happen, I don't think that he dies right there. He probably just walks away.
It's really difficult because you already have stacks on you, and Bad Rider has boots, so he's just gonna stand on top of you. It's really hard. Once you're in that kind of position, it's just like pretty much close to over. Oh, Roger.
Again, juking. Where's the taunt? Come on, Roger. He's not doing it. So,
Roger's just all over the place.
yeah, he's just running around all over. Getting down a ward here as well, and now the wraparound coming. It looks like they want to try and set up here. This could be a really good kill if ended up being able to find him, and stun was already used. The wraparound is there from Roger, though. The battery assault comes out. DK Phobos decide, you know what? I'm going to just try and kill Seneko, but it is not going to happen. To no avail. He goes down.
Very nice rotation. Unfortunately, not able to catch out Roger's movements. Although I think FNG did draw it out on the map, so it is a little surprising that they stayed in such an aggressive position.
Yeah.
Oh, they spotted him out this time though. I think they're gonna get a D ward out.
Right.
Top lane though. Once again, Bad Rider.
And I mean, this is what happens. Like, I think that this is by far General's best hero. You could also say maybe his Beastmaster is the other one. Dendi here, going to be able to pick up that illusion rune. But this is what he made a name for himself on, and I think it's a large part of the reason why Navi kept him in this roster. He plays so good on the aggressive, like, initiating heroes, and specifically Bat Rider is going to get a little bit of a taunt coming in, and they're going to go again onto this Lycan. Just no answer at all. He's going to howl, but well, General is actually taking the tower a little bit now, and ILTW going to end up falling as Roger just TPs away. That took a day indeed.
Some great plays coming out of NaVi right now. And, you know, not to discredit General on his Bad Rider or anything, but I think General is just a super solid player all around. I actually think he's just a great player.
Yeah. All right, Dendi, they get the silence on him. Do have a stun to follow it up, and he is going to be able to get the silence, walk away, Dream Coil to escape. Oh, they're not going to get him. Dendi. All right. This guy's got some, still kicking. He's got some moves.
Dendi is a player still. I don't know why people give him so much crap. He's definitely still a very, very solid player.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is 4-1 now. It's about 1,000 gold lead, so not the biggest deal in the world. But Navi having a good start of it. And I guess the bigger thing that I'd sort of be concerned about is you mentioned the lack of farm that the Lycan's going to end up having. The 4th lowest net worth in the game right now.
Yeah, it's just this matchup is close to impossible. You don't really have any kind of way to deal with the Bat Rider. Like, he just sits in your lane, constantly stickies you. Even if you have a wand, it only goes up to 10 charges, right? So at some point, if you overstep your boundaries, you're just gonna get Fireflied, and he's just gonna walk right over you.
Yeah. All right, Iceberg now, still in lane here against Dendi. He's
Dire's top tower is
not exactly had the easiest time in the world of it, but they're relatively even in terms of net worth. After using up the Shrine mid, Crystallize and Snako are coming back to try and defend their tower, which they should be able to do without too much of an issue. And Dendi just sort of zoning Iceberg out of lane now.
Yeah, holding on to a regen rune.
Oh, that's not good. All right, that was not great, and now that's going to mess up the rest of this fight that could come out. Roger's just heading back, and it looks like they're not going to be able to take the fight down bottom.
Nicely timed by Team Spirit. This is this is like the main reason why I was kind of hoping to see someone replace the Lycan in the safe lane with that last pick, simply because of this matchup. Now he's pretty much forced to leave the lane and go sit in the jungle now, and Earth Spirit going to be soaking up EXP. Because if you look at the supports, neither Coddle or the Earth Spirit can really protect you from the Bat Rider. You know who could protect you from the Bat Rider?
Who's that? Oh my god, is Phobos just gonna man up against everybody? Is he just gonna kill them all? What is happening? Now Crystallize is here as well. They're gonna be able to take down Roger and now take down Crystallize as well. A double kill. The comeback is super real.
Alright, well, we were just talking about how Lycan was suffering, and all of a sudden they feed him 2 kills, so he's pretty much caught up with the Sven now, so both of them having a super hard time.
Yeah.
No one gets a free pass.
Regeneration.
Well, a regen for Puck there. We're going to have to wait and see how the next few minutes evolve. I guess that is one thing that you can be said, is that like it has been keeping the Sven down, and now finding those 2 kills, it's sort of brought him back to more close to even. But we do have the level 6s coming online for the Brew, and this might be that little change that we see maybe Team Spirit hit a little bit of a stronger point for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, not only is he 6th, but Coddle is also doing very well as well.
Yeah.
I think DK Phobos ended up dying, so Coddle picked up some more of the EXP, but that was really well played by ILTW, in my opinion. He's always jungling on this side because he knows, like, if you jungle on your side of the jungle, you're not going to really be able to do anything if your team needs you. But by being on this side, he can actually reinforce his bottom lane where there is actually potential.
Right. Oh, and we do see now the ulti come out from DK Phobos, or rather from Viver, and they're going to be able to find themselves.
Whoa. Oh, okay, I like that.
That was a little insane. I think the kick was an accident, I'm not positive.
I think he meant to kick the rock, that's why.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's alright, Viver's got him covered.
There you go. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And now tower gonna end up dropping. DK Phobos and LTW showing up, although there is a general Batrider here. Are they trying to fight this? They're gonna be able to jump forward the very early Blink and Drums. My god, another kick from FNG. Questionable.
This one was intentional.
Okay. Well, they're gonna be able to get him now. Roger, he's getting chased down by the Bruce split, and well, that should be the death of him as the roll-in comes. The jump turnaround, though. Puck is just going to kill everybody. DK Phobos down, able to phase shift away from that Illuminate Blast as well, but now Viver in trouble. Just when it was looking really bad for them, they end up turning it around completely, and that's a completely wasted Bruce split.
Where was Lycan in all of this? I wasn't watching where the Lycan was since we were watching the jungle, but perhaps he TP'd in and got a glimpse back. Is that
I think that must have been it, yeah.
Oh, but top lane.
And speaking of which, they know exactly that because he got glimpsed back there. I'm assuming they're going to be able to find him, and now Kinetic Field laid down, Static Storm as well. He has a decent chunk of armor, but it's not going to be enough. They got this dude as well. Ooh, Blinding Light, the pullback. They almost got him, and there it is. And now the roll, the stun, the walk away. NaVi making the plays.
He actually almost lived through that. It was so close. He has so much regen because of Feral Impulse, and on top of that, he has the Helm of Iron Will as well.
Can we talk about how farmed Batrider is right now? His drums blink in a 4-step recipe.
Oh, and they're going to spot out FNG. He does have the lasso if necessary. He's probably just going to blink.
Yeah. They got him. Kirito is going to drop. Oh, man. NaVi making the moves around the map. It feels like they're kind of a bit of a step ahead of Team Spirit right here.
They're just doing very well with their aggressive movements. Like, they're not giving Team Spirit any chance to kind of recuperate. They're just always there, ready for the next gank. That's just, it's just go, go, go for them right now. That's how they're playing it.
A prize.
Like, look at this top lane. They pretty much don't want anyone to be in this top lane.
Oh, they're already here for Roger. They got him caught, but he should be able to get the Blinding Light to push out. Yeah, he's fine.
Don't worry, that was just a message. Roger's just sending a message. He's out. Oh, but he's gonna get caught here.
Oh no, Roger. Oh, Don't worry. Nobody saw it. It's okay. And he's just going to walk away and now maybe kill FNG. Magnetized down. All right, connecting onto 2. The stun is there. Reapplication with the silence. Another reapplication. Dendy there. He ends up getting caught by it as well. Static Storm already down. He's gone. And the Dream Coil is still there. Kirito should be able to get away from this, I think. Oh, maybe not. All right, yeah, they dodge. He ends up getting hit by literally everything. But Roger will still live in the end.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This top lane is like the most dangerous place for Team Spirit. NaVi has just been up here this entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, they are not giving him any slack.
Now Dendy is going to finish up the Blink Dagger, so that makes it even easier. Oh, they're going to find more Iceberg.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Everything here.
He is very gone.
Oh, he still has lasso.
Well,
they're going to find more.
Find it. They have an opening here if they want to go for him. Dream Coil is there, and now he's caught on a Biver if he wants to go for it. Blink Dagger available.
Oh,
maybe they're waiting to bait this out. There's the primal split, and yeah, now they need to get the heck out of here. But that's still primal for just the clockwork.
Yeah. Look at how much pressure is being put on them right now. They were forced to brew split for just
farming brew split.
Clockwork.
Radiant's bottom tower
and now you have to wait another 2 minutes until it is up.
All right. Well, it's not just the 4,000 net worth lead here, but it's what they're going to be able to get afterwards because they don't have to worry about a primal split for the next couple minutes. And
they already spoke. They want to find more. Here we go.
They got the Panda, and he is going to end up dropping here. They can save all of their ultimates as well. And now they can go again if they want the glimpse back in. They've caught themselves. LTW is just going to TP away. I thought about going on him, but no Dream Coil, no nothing.
Oh, Roger. Support battle. Let's see if he finds them.
Disruptor's coming in as well. They just want to go. They're not stopping for anything. Roger is chasing into 3 heroes. The rest of his team is not here yet. And he's going to end up going down because of it, I think, unless they can get here in time. Have they been able to bait them into a bad position? Regardless, Dendy shows up. The Dream Coil connects. They break the tether on the glimpse back, and that's going to end up being Troll Warlord down. Dendy finds another one. Everybody is just dying all around the map in general. Not quite going to be able to get into range for the lasso. It's already been used, actually.
Bottom tower has fallen.
I'm telling you, man, this top lane, it's dangerous. It's in this exact spot, too. They always keep this creep wave right here, and anyone who tries to push out is going to get ganked.
I love this lineup because, like, the longest cooldown they have is lasso, pretty much, I think. Maybe it's Static Storm. But regardless, it's like they can just constantly go, keep on fighting. And do you think that that's more because of the playstyle that they're using, or do you think it's like that the Team Spirit lineup allows them to do it? Is Team Spirit a little bit too greedy with this lineup?
I think the Team Spirit lineup is definitely a little greedy. NaVi, I think they drafted this aggressive lineup with, you know, this very type of playstyle in mind. And I mean, they're executing it well right now. They have all the tools they need, and they're like, why would we need to farm? If we could farm heroes and another hook. He is hasted.
The push away, Rito, gone. And they pop the Lycan ultimate. That is not going to do much.
Oh, that one hurts too. This is a 2-minute cooldown.
They're going for him immediately. ILTW ran after, they got him, they caught him in his ulti form. The glimpse actually is going to break the lasso, and he's just running in circles right now, trying to get out of there, but to no avail. He's going to be pushed back in, and ILTW going down yet again. Oh, it's been a rough game for him. And now look at them. They're going top. Like, immediately, instantly. They want to try and find themselves a pick-off here. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it yet. They're walking forward. Iceberg, he already used his orb, though.
Oh, look, okay, so this is the best part about this type of playstyle. You see how they put so much pressure at this point that the moment they see anyone running at you, they're forced to think like, okay, they're gonna go for me, and then the entire team reinforces them, and that in itself is kind of like making space.
No, it's true. And like that just gives them time to farm up the next set of items right here. So Sven only about 100 and 200 gold away from picking up a Blink Dagger. And that makes all the difference in the world. Like, they're giving them a little bit of space here to farm up, but they still, they can't farm anywhere, because look at them. They feel like they need to stay around each other. Yeah. Another ward placed down next to this one, immediately going to get countered by Seneko.
So this, I feel like this has become the type of game where you just have to slowly farm your way back into this game with the Troll as well as the Lycan. They both of them need BKBs if they even want to consider fighting. Uh-oh, mid lane.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There's the glimpse.
Comes back.
Good
nice silence though. But I think he's still going to go down. I don't think you can buy enough time.
Maybe. Now they're thinking about it.
Very nicely done.
And they pull back in a different one. Okay, they've got themselves a Panda. He does have split, but the silence comes out. Can they burst him in time? No, with the Shrine going, they need to get out of here. NaVi, maybe biting off more than they can chew. They're going to be able to get the glimpse away. General still being chased.
Oh, this is going to be a big kill. They find him.
Magnetize being reapplied. Again, the third highest net worth in the game, and they are going to be able to find that kill. 600 gold going the way of that Lycan. Still chasing for more. They can't get the lift up now with the Tornado. If they want to, they're going to lift up the Disruptor. Can they get this kill?
This is way too deep. He needs to get out, like right now.
Yeah, they are realizing it now. And Phobos, he's going to end up getting ran at. They have that chase. Meanwhile, over here to the side, Roger's been able to find himself the Lycan. They take him down in response to the kill that happened earlier. Now Phobos being chased. He does not have a great way out of here, but likewise, Dendy's somewhat low on mana. There's a chance.
He's making space.
Yeah, this is decent. He will eventually die, but
yeah, he's making space. His team was able to take the bottom tier 2 as well, so that's pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they did have to lose the Lycan for that. I think they should have maybe played it a little safer after taking out the Bad Rider. That was a very big kill for them, and well, I think all things considered, that still is a bit of a comeback for Team Spirit.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was shooting forward for like a almost 10,000 net worth lead, but
Radiant are scanning.
they end up being able to pull it back again. Trying to figure out where people are, and there's going to be Fiverr walking by a ward. There's another one placed now on top of the shrine.
Uh-oh. They know exactly where he is. Oh, he's going to TP out.
Trying to get out of there. Not quite. He even did the little animation there with the hook shot, but doesn't end up throwing it out.
But BKB is now finished on Troll Warlord. Very much needed. This is a very important pickup. Allows them to actually stand and fight in these team fights. There's just way too much disables as well as magic damage on the NaVi lineup. And oh, Glimpse comes out. Benji is going to be going down.
Yeah. Well, DD is there for Crystallize, and it might be time to go in for Roshan. Take this guy down. He actually took the bottle into his backpack, so it didn't get the refill for Dendy. Alright, Bat Rider being the gatekeeper there. He's up on the cliff, is now getting chased down. And
used everything already.
Are going to go for it. Oh my god, the initiation comes out. They're going to blow them all.
Oh, what a combo.
Sven is going to destroy them. Oh, that felt good. Oh, that was nice.
General chat wheeling again. General's chat wheeling gets me every time. What a combo that was. It was all thanks to General's bait.
Guys, let's all group up around the hero that's on the same team as the Sven. I mean, you can understand it. They want to blow up that Bat Rider, but man, that was... Ooh, it hurt. And now, down bottom lane, they're also going to be able to find themselves a Fiverr. He gets Yule Scepter lift up. He just wanted to make him have a feeling of like he was going to get away. Well done, Roger. Kill steal. Whew. All right, this has been a wild one, man. CIS Dota is back.
Wait, when you say is back, that means like, you know, you're actually playing against everyone else, not just CIS versus CIS.
That's true. That's fair enough. Okay. I guess I'd say that it feels like this. All right, we got to hold that thought. We'll talk about it in a second. As General has a haste rune, And he's going to move mid towards, well, he's just going to set the whole thing on fire. And then have to back out, I think.
Yeah, the opportunity is already gone. Yeah. He's just going to have to run away. Going to be going for Rod of Atos next. Just needs the recipe.
I guess the thing that I would say is it feels like this style of Dota, it's always been the case that when it's good, it looks really good, and when it's bad, it's just god-awful. But I don't know, this has looked good throughout the entire course of these qualifiers.
They found someone.
Roger has no more mana left, and nowhere really left to go either. Fusel Blade used, and he's going to go down. Dendi thinks the better of it and is just going to back out.
Oh, nice little pickoff. It is going to be shapeshift down, though.
Ivor. He is going to maybe be caught here. They thought about it, but instead, they're just going to be heading back into this way. Crystallize going to TP, or rather blink out, and okay.
This is going to be a Rax if he doesn't make it back in time.
Troll doesn't have a way back. Brew had to make the long run because he didn't have a TP, and meanwhile,
Lycan doesn't have shapeshift, so he can't fight anyways.
Byver, he is in a little bit of trouble. They do manage to find the stun. They're looking at Chase, and my god. Just one quick hit, and he's gone. All right.
Troll made it back in time. So they bought time for Troll, but there's no buyback on Coddle. Like, this is a very big part of your defense.
Yeah. Stun connects. Troll a little bit behind the mark. They get the Eul Scepter lift up. Static Storm down onto him as well. They don't manage to keep him inside of it, though. A 3-person silence, not bad. There's going to be the orb to follow. And the right click ends his life. They pop the Bruise Split as well. Crystallize getting chased. They're able to throw out the Dispel, and now the Shadow Amulet.
Oh, this one hurts too. This is another Bruise Split that didn't amount to anything. They can just go back to the shrine and potentially just make their way back up again, or they're just gonna go for the shrine instead. Does NaVi have a smoke? This is the real question. That they do not. So they're gonna take it slow. Gonna be going for these shrines first. Still quite a bit of time on the Aegis.
I mean, this game is not over. That's the thing that's a little bit crazy about it, is I still feel like with the Lycan and with the Troll Warlord, you win one team fight, and suddenly you can take so many objectives very rapidly. Roshan goes down in an instant. You know, you have the tier 2 towers that are still up, but those will be down quickly. So NaVi need to be careful. It's not just a free win at this point by any means.
Shrine is under attack.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not even about them taking the objectives. It's just that once the Troll Warlord manages, or since the Troll Warlord has a BKB now, and Lycan is also making his way towards the BKB. Once Lycan has that BKB, that's pretty much their chance to win these team fights. Because I don't think there's actually enough damage for the Troll and the Lycan if they manage to control up the Sven. So that's like what's on their mind right now.
Okay.
One being finishing the BKB, and the other one is to wait out the Aegis, and then they go for the team fights. But Panda doesn't have split yet, so another 20 seconds.
This is dangerous too, though, because Aegis is about to expire. It's actually just expired right now. This is going to end up being the kill onto the Brewmaster. He wasn't able to get anything out because, like you said, the split was already down. Now, do they decide to take this fight? Brew Split back up right now. Crystallize, no more Aegis. They're kind of low. There's an opportunity here.
Yeah, they just
the
have
jump
to go.
forward. They're going to have to pop back immediately. Now the Bruce Split is up. This could be a little bit of a scary fight for them, although they've already ended up losing that Troll Warlord. Down for 60 seconds. No buyback. Brew, he's not going to get the split off. He's right in the middle of the silence there. He does manage not to get it off. Oh, the Dream Coil coming out from Dendi in the clutch. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. They are all going down. And NaVi looking to close out this game number 1 as soon as they get Elena creeps up in here. That was such a good Dream Coil there at the end.
Yeah, that was just great coordination from NaVi as well, recognizing what's actually happening, and Team Spirit, I think they might have slipped up at the very end. You know, it's only possible for this Troll and this Lycan to go in if they can keep the Sven off of them. But like you saw, Dendi actually did have the Scepter at that point already, so even if they manage to keep keep the Sven controlled, Puck had an answer for kiting the troll and the Lycan away. So looks like NaVi was a little too far ahead at that point.
Yeah,
just playing very well all game. Super aggressive play style. It paid off for them.
And you look at like the net worth graph, and it's clear one of the things that really happened this game was Batrider just bullying that Lycan. You look at this top net worth for a long time. He was almost 2,000 gold ahead of the Lycan at like the 10-minute mark. And that's just not something that's going to let you win the game. So maybe trying to put more emphasis on securing the safe laner's farm there as well. Anything else that you might think about changing for Team Spirit going into game number 2?
I think you should probably respect the potential like aggressive play from NaVi. I think they, like you said, somewhere along the way, that it felt like their draft might have been a little too greedy. I think you can't let the matchups get that bad. That like the Batrider Lycan was a little too much for them to handle, I think, and I think you need to address that.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for game number 1. We'll be back in just a little bit with game number 2. It's NaVi facing off against Team Spirit. The upper bracket finals winner gets a berth into the grand finals and a shot at making the first, I guess it would be the second qualification for the first minor of the year. See you guys in a bit. Lyrical and Aosin, we'll be back in a few.
World Electronic Sports Games returns